Tempted to get up, and then I felt that his system on the floor was just, he knew it and he was cutting it off, so I was just trying to limit damage and then score as much damage as I can when I get up. And yeah, I think I managed to do that. My distance control has always been my thing, and I think I confused him in there.
So what comes next? You got the belt, you got $500,000 on its way to your bank account. What comes next for Alfie Davis? I know this arena wants to know. I know loads of fans back home want to see what comes next as well. That's a superstar statement you just made.
I want the winner of Hughes and Magomedov. Listen, I want to put the belt in the tournament next year, please, yeah? So I'll fight them. They can be first fight in the tournament, but I think just as a consumer, it's better we have the belt in the tournament. It's a bit confusing at the minute. So if I win the belt of them, put me in the tournament with the belt, I'll fight 3 times. I'm not going to be doing what everyone else is doing and sitting on their belt. I want to fight. I want to be active. I'm in my prime. I don't want to waste it. And everyone, can I get a hiya?
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the 2025 World Tournament Champion, Alfie Davis.
He's a big underdog coming into tonight, Randy. He emerges victorious, and he's got a belt. Immediately he says, I want the winner of Usman Magomedov and Paul Hughes too. And then he said, I want to win that belt and bring it back around into next year's tournament.
That is amazing.
What a year for Alfie Davis. What a night here in Charlotte. The Axeman, a British champion in our 2025 Lightweight World Championship. Your find away moment of the night, presented by Takedown, was Liz Carmouche finding a way to check another item off the bucket list with a knockout victory over Jenna Bishop. The left hand lands, and the 41-year-old gorilla takes home another gold belt, adding to the hardware collection. That is your find away moment of the night. Presented by Takedown, official apparel partner of the BFL. Upcoming events, it's next Thursday in Hollywood, Florida. 3 more World Tournament title bouts. Middleweights, light heavyweights, and heavyweights. Then in September, we head to Europe for Nantes, France, to MENA action in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And October 3rd, we've been telling you all night, BFL Champion Series tickets are available for Dubai to Magomedov, Hughes 2, Anderson, Yakshimuradov 2. Next week, tickets are still available for Hollywood, Florida. Fabian Edwards, Dalton Rasta in a middleweight title bout. Sullivan Colley and Shoeface. Post-fight show is coming immediately following these comments on ESPN Plus and on our YouTube channel at PFL MMA. Marceli Alves got slammed, but ended up winning that. And by the way, one of the doctors told me he broke his thumb in that fight and may have torn his ACL. Grits out the performance. Liz Carmouche gets the finish, and the Axeman Alfie Davis pulls off the upset. 3 more champions crowned here in Charlotte tonight. Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Dan Hardy. We're happy we had you with us. Join us now for the post-fight show on ESPN Plus.
Can Sugar Ray Leonard do everyday tasks wearing boxing gloves?
Happy birthday.
And now putting on his new ArchFit Skechers Slip-ins. You just step in and go with comfort that will knock you out. Try new ArchFit hands-free Skechers Slip-ins.
Forgetting something?
Curry?
The other thing.
Spicy curry.
I'll give you a clue. Balding. No. Worn down. Feeling flat.
I have been tired lately.
Not you. Tires. Turo tires. A longer tread life all season and great looking.
I'll add it to the list.
Affordable all-season tires with great handling and longer tread life. Turo puts performance within reach.
Nothing like new tires. Hey, pass me a protein bar. I'm trying to bulk up.
What I love most about Dubai is the fitness community. Like, there's so many gyms here. Everyone's super friendly. You can meet so many amazing people, just motivated people. And I suppose the sun helps, you know, waking up in the morning, being able to train outside. It's just a beautiful environment to be in, and that's obviously why I love it here so much. If I compare it to Manchester, it's not dull and grey. There's so many different things going on here, and I couldn't expect anything less from Dubai because everywhere here is beautiful.
Ray Leonard do everyday tasks wearing boxing gloves?
Happy birthday.
And now putting on his new ArchFit Skechers Slip-ins. You just step in and go with comfort that will knock you out. Try new ArchFit hands-free Skechers Slip-ins.
This is SportsCenter.
What's good? She's Nicole Briscoe. I'm Trevor Scales from Fight Fans. By the way, got plenty coming up from UFC 319. Just a matter of minutes. But it was a big night on the diamond after the burden of the free burgers was lifted for the Brew Crew. Tried to maintain their winning ways.
That game was like completely overserved by
Hammered.
the Astros were underserved by the Orioles. In fact, it was actually just one Oriole in particular. And if you saw this coming, sit down. You absolutely lie. Let's get to Houston because that is where, well, at least not far from, where Brandon Young grew up about 2 hours away. Brandon Young's Major League Baseball debut was April the 19th. He was recalled June the 25th. No wins, 6.70 ERA in his career. This is start number 11. Start number 10 was so bad. It was brutal. In fact, it was bad enough that he was like, man, I really need to forget about that in a hurry. So cue this game and all the drama, because this man is perfect. He is perfect through 6. Yainer Diaz, Mauricio Dubon, Cam Smith, all of them sit down. Bottom of the 7th. Like I said, he's from Lumberton, Texas, taking on Jose Altuve. Altuve contact. Jordan Westbrook there. Makes the out at first. Game still perfect. 2 batters later, Jesus Sanchez. Kobe Mayo's throw a little wide. Young had to reach for it. Young got it. So the longest bid for a perfect game in Major League Baseball this season is Young's. To the 8th we go. Christian Walker leading off for the Astros. Walker, not happy on the call. Called strike on the corner. Go spot it. Like, let's come out. Let's talk about this. Not for long, though. I've had enough. Get home. Tossed out of the game. Young then got Walker to swing on the fastball. So 1 away in the 8th for Young. Next batter, Yainer Diaz. This is scary. Greg Allen and Daniel Johnson are both all over this. Does somebody want to call it? Call it! Communication! My Lord! Fine. I mean, you avoided the disaster, but still, next batter, Ramon Urias. Like, why does it have to end like this? Urias, by the way, was an Oriole 30 seconds ago. He was traded to Houston at the deadline. That goes down as a hit and an error for Young. You wonder what he would have done differently, if he would do it all over again. Mom and Dad are there. Young went 8. He allowed that one skinny little hit. 0 runs allowed. 6 Ks. Orioles won it 7-0, but still was a big day.
A lot, yep. I mean, just growing up here, coming to games here, having family and friends here. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to put into words, honestly. It's really hard not to think about it. It's kind of just trying to calm yourself down and think about just one pitch at a time, kind of breathe, calm myself down a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I could tell what was happening, just trying to keep executing pitches.
What's kind of going through your head when that ball leaves Urias' bat?
Nothing. I thought I could make the play. I got there in time. I think I had a little more time to maybe take a step and make a better throw. Obviously rushed it, yanked it. Sucks. Definitely want it back.
What's up, Fight fans? This is the best in the world, CM Punk, and everybody knows my hometown is Chicago, Illinois, and if there's one thing we like better than fistfights, it's champions. The 1985 Chicago Bears. The Bulls dynasty led by Michael Jordan, the world-famous 2016 Chicago Cubs, and who could forget the original 6 dynasty the Blackhawks had in the 2010s. UFC 319 is coming to town. The 2 best middleweights in the world will clash. The champion, Dricus Du Plessis, the South African smasher, takes on the runaway freight train, the unstoppable Khamzat Chimaev. Who will be the champ at the end of the night? Who will be the best middleweight in the world? Find out in Chicago at UFC 319.
CM Punk laid it out perfectly, but just to reiterate, Saturday, for the first time since 2019, UFC's in Shaw City, and 319 is headlined by middleweight championship bout between Dricus Du Plessis and undefeated Khamzat Chimaev. And during the weigh-ins, DDP stepped straight off the scale and straight into Chimaev's grill.
Just gonna go f this boy up, you know. One day, he has only one day left, so he's dead tomorrow.
He's an absolute beast of an opponent, but I can tell you this, I'm putting that man to sleep. Whether he be on the ground, when I'm knocking him out, I'm taking out your boy, and all of you will be cheering. I can just know it like every other time.
Now, to get into who has the potential to inflict their very best upon their opponent, we've got MMA analyst Chael Sonnen joining us. Before we get into the fight itself, I got to ask about that little dust-up we had at the weigh-in. How much of that was for show versus for real?
Good. I got to tell you, I'm wondering the same thing. I mean, these are usually some real gentlemen, and they have conducted themselves. But the intensity in this fight, and you can feel it, boots on the ground here. The intensity for this fight has picked up. I'm going to predict for you that we're going to have some records. Maybe that's a live gate, maybe that's an attendance, but this fight here in Chicago is huge.
No, I love the fact that we had it cracking right off the gate. Now, despite being an undefeated champ who's defending his middleweight belt for the 3rd time, DDP still an underdog in this from an odds standpoint. Why can't we underestimate him against another unblemished fighter in Khamzat?
All right, Trevor, and I got to tell you, I'm guilty of it. I mean, if I was to rewind this timeline, the night that Chimaev beat Whitaker to become announced the #1 contender, there was a mythical line that came out. Assuming this fight would be made, 4-1 was the spread. So as much as it looks like DDP is a great underdog here, all the money this week has come on him. 8 days ago, he was still a 4-1 dog. All the money has come in on DDP, and I can feel it too. There is a turning in the tide to the fact that I think I'm choosing Dricus.
Either way, well, we will absolutely get to that in just a moment. But either way, this will be the third fight in history, rather, where both fighters enter on an UFC win streak of at least 8 fights. Now, Khamzat's cardio seems to be an important element going into this fight, right? And how do you see that playing into this specific bout?
All right, in full disclosure, Khamzat's strength and conditioning coach was my strength and conditioning coach. As a matter of fact, I saw Coach Cal yesterday. I trained with Coach Cal yesterday. I don't know that I've ever believed that Chimaev has a deficit in the cardio as much as Trevor. He goes out there and he uses his energy. I mean, he comes out of that ring, whether he crushes somebody or it's a close battle that goes to a decision, but he uses all of his energy. I thought in sport that's what we're supposed to do. I'm not quite sure why he's getting graded down for that.
Now, it's interesting to see that dynamic at play, knowing that dude is going to be zapped regardless of how this thing finishes. But you mentioned you have Du Plessis at the end of the day. Why is that?
Yeah, I buried my lead on that, didn't I? But, I mean, I'm just feeling that Dricus can stay off the bottom. And that's really what this is a contest of. I mean, this is a little bit of an old school throwback to 1993. We got the grappler versus the striker. And Chimaev is on my side of this. Chimaev is not hiding the fact, I got to come out, I got to get him down, and I got to have the energy to do that for 25 minutes. Dricus won't go away. And one thing about Dricus, he's made some very big claims in this sport. He has backed all of them up. He likes being the underdog. Don't forget that.
We got DDP going.